And we start with the Keene team against the Nuneaton Flyers. Keene team furthest away from the camera, and it's neck and neck on the first run out. Nuneaton Flyers in orange, close to the camera. Very good catch there by their second dog, but they're just trailing. This really is very close. It's the best of 3 races will determine the winner. The winners go through to the final, and Nuneaton Flyers have taken the lead. They've pulled out the lead now. It just needs an accurate catch, and they get it. They're going to win. There's the first leg. Nuneaton Flyers in orange. They've come through with the very first of those legs. They don't waste a lot of time between these races, I can tell you. They'll be going again very, very quickly. Nuneaton Flyers had their second team here as well, the Bees. They didn't get through to this final stage. Flyers not quite ready, coming up. They're being called up to the start. Keene team all ready. They must win this to stay in the competition. This wonderful relay race. Neck and neck first time. There's a better catch this time by the Nuneaton Flyers.
That's it.
Nuneaton clearly in the lead. They're going fine. This will be the determining one. They're going to win it 2-0. Nuneaton Flyers beat the Keene team. So this first local derby, because they're both local derbies, Nuneaton beat the team from Milton Keynes by 2 legs to none. And no one's told the Keene team that they can stop. Man, it's such good fun anyway, isn't it? And you can see the fun that these dogs have. Just look at this. Lovely run out there. Lovely catch. They hit the pad, the ball flies through the air and straight back down the line. If you were watching our programme back on Thursday, then you'll have seen the Rugby Rockettes, who take part in the very next race, having their training session and how they train the dogs to this. Well, there's a great fun sport, and it's actually quite difficult to get the dogs to do. Here come the Rugby Rockettes. Splendid team. And they are racing against the Daventry Bees. The Daventry Bees in the black and yellow, the yellow V there. 4 dogs, 4 handlers allowed to race. In fact, Rugby have brought their reserves out as well, so too have the Daventry team, but only 4 will actually take part. Very different techniques. You can see that the Daventry team, they are lined up in line directly behind the Rockettes. They're spread back on the back wall. They like to take a good run at it. But on the first whistle, they're straight out. Both dogs very fast. Good catch by both teams, but a bad run out by Rugby. Rugby's first dog missed one of the hurdles on the way back, and they'll have to go again. There's no eliminations in this, but if they don't complete the run properly, then they have to go again. Daventry Flyers in the lead by virtue of the fact that Rugby Rockettes made a mistake. And it means that Daventry Flyers win it. There's the run again. Unfortunate for Rugby Rockettes, but Daventry win that quite clearly. But it was only the mistake that did it. It was going to be very tight other than that. Best of 3 again. Very fast, very furious, very exciting. The crowd love it here. We have an absolutely packed arena. They'll be watching this, various other events before we come to the best in show tonight. They're on the starting line for the second race, and the Rockettes must win this. Daventry Bees, of course, well, the Daventry team won this last year, won this event, and Rugby have got through that perfectly this time. It's Daventry who've made exactly the same mistake. The dog missed out a hurdle. So Rugby, if they can keep it together, are going to level the scores. Like I said, Daventry won last year, but not necessarily this team, because they've got 2 teams this year. They've expanded their club. The Rugby Rockettes look as though they're going to win it, and they have. So it's 1-1. That's what we like to see. Make a race of it. So 1-1, this is the deciding element. This will decide which of these 2 teams goes through to the final. Oh dear. Well, still got it wrong at the end, but it was all over by then. So here we come for the deciding leg. The winner of this goes through to the final, where they'll meet the Nuneaton Flyers. They're on the start line. Waiting for the whistle, and away they go. Rugby got a good start then. Good catch. Both teams coming back correctly, and Rugby are in the lead. And it's a good catch. They mustn't make mistakes now. The team that makes the mistake will lose, almost certainly. Rugby are going to get through. This is much better than they did last year, and they'll be very pleased. Oh, they made a terrible mistake, and Daventry got to win it. Oh, dear. Rugby snatched defeat from the jaws of victory there. Daventry will go through. You see how easy it is to make the mistake. And that means that Daventry will go through to the final, and Rugby will have to go into the runoff for 3rd and 4th place against the Keene team. Again, local derbies. As I said, a 25-mile radius would enclose all of these 4 teams taking part, all in the Midlands. It's quite remarkable that out of all the teams that will have entered this competition, that it should come down to 4 teams from such a close area in the Midlands contesting this great prize. Great day out for everybody. 3rd and 4th place is what we'll be seeing in just a moment. Look how these dogs enjoy it. This is an example of, well, I was going to say a perfect one. He sort of almost caught his crop a little bit on the actual box, but he managed it pretty well. So here we go, 3rd and 4th place runoff. Keene team nearest the camera, Rugby Rockettes rather further away. They used to be called the Rugby Reds. Now they're the Rockettes, and they're leading in this 3rd, 4th place runoff.
Good boy, go on.
They were so unlucky in the last run in their semi-final, as you saw, with a mistake again, but it's not proved too drastic for them in this leg. The Keene team also made a mistake. Oh, and the Rugby dog missed the pedal. The ball didn't fly, and caught it this time. Too late. A mistake again. That's cost them the first leg. Best of 3 legs in this 3rd, 4th place playoff. So Rugby just have to be a little bit more accurate. Rugby coming up to the start line. Again, different techniques. Rugby take a really long run for the changeovers. And Keene team have gone out quicker this time, and the ball didn't fly. So Rugby had a little bit of a trouble then. The ball didn't fly for them. The dog had to hit the pad more than once, and they're now trailing. So if the Keene team don't make a mistake, but they have, but not a crucial one. But Rugby are catching them up, so it's all going to depend on these last 2 dogs. Who's going to do it accurately? It looks as though the Keene team are. Rugby didn't, and the Keene team will go through, winning this 3rd, 4th place runoff by 2 legs to 0. So 2-0 to the Keene team. They take 3rd place. Rugby Rockettes are in 4th. Great credit to both teams. As the 2 teams leave the arena, we now wait for our 2 finalists who will come in. They are, of course, the Nuneaton Flyers against the Daventry Bees. Straight up the A5, and they bump into each other. So here they come, the Nuneaton Flyers in their bright orange. Terrific for them to have got through to this. This is just such fun for the members of the team. Pamela Harrison, who formed the team. She and her husband John really developed this, or rather her husband Stuart developed the whole sport for the club. So the Nuneaton Flyers against the Daventry Bees. A good start. Both teams good start. Very good catch by both. Some dogs really attack this, they charge over the box. Some dogs wait for it, and that was a good wait by the Nuneaton Flyers, and they are, well, I was going to say they were in the lead, and they still are now, but the dog for the Daventry Bees was just a little bit quicker. Once again, the Daventry Bees dog's faster, but it's not going to be fast enough. It's a very tight race. Both teams finish well there, but it's the Flyers who go through. Flyers take a 1-0 lead in this final. So what can Daventry do? A little bit of pride at stake. They won last year. They now put in 2 teams this year. One of them gets to the final. Can they repeat the success for the club of last year? Just waiting for the Nuneaton Flyers to get over. Daventry Bees are waiting. Nuneaton Not ready yet. The dog doesn't want to part with that. Has done at last. Nice messy ball. I hope they got plenty at the other end of the course. Won't take it out. He's still got it there. Come on, drop it. Oh dear, there. So I was doing it right. I'm supposed to bring it back. I'm supposed to let go of it as well. Right, here we go. The second leg of this final. It's 1-0 to the Daventry Bees, and the Daventry Bees have gone out quicker. But in fact, it's Nuneaton have come back faster. Nuneaton just ahead, but this little white dog on the near side, the white border collie, was going well, didn't catch it as well. So the Nuneaton Flyers are now in the lead. They need to win this. If they can win it, they'll keep their chances alive. But they must win it. If they don't, it's all over. And they're going to, yes. It's a good one. Good run. 1-1. Perfect competition. That's what we like to see.